digitally altered pics to appear much older, right? Even celebrities are getting in on this trend. And then came the warnings about security concerns. Some reports pointing out that the developers of this app, it's called Faceapp, were from Russia. And that led to a whole open box, Pandora's box basically opened up. Concerns about stealing your identity or secretly tapping into your phone. I'm here with the CEO of the Cyber Defense Group, the expert here, Rabon. Thank you so much for being here today. So should we be worried? What do you make of all of this?
Well, yes, we should be worried. But first, this technology is amazing. I mean, I remember getting pictures. I was excited when I could get a color picture on my phone, and now we can
look.
Yeah, we can age. Yeah, it's
yeah.
amazing. They're using AI, and it's completely believable, incredible. There's the apps now. Soon we can't trust photos, we can't trust videos, but people have to be concerned about their privacy. Now, first, the fact that this is coming from Russia, that doesn't mean that coming from Russia equals bad. There's developers in Russia, in the former Soviet Union, but it means that we have less control. So as consumers, if we're going online, we're putting our pictures or our personal information, we have less control if they're located out of the country. But the laws here in the US are not very strong either. So we would need stronger privacy laws to really take advantage of giving some recourse to consumers if their information is not used correctly.
Because what are these agreements saying when you download an app? We're not reading through it. It's complicated. It's confusing. What should we know before we download?
Yeah, great question. We were talking, you know, it's like reading the signs here in Los Angeles for parking. You need a law degree.
Confusing, right?
Yeah, for reading the terms and conditions. So here's a radical idea. Why not make the terms and conditions easier to read?
That would be great for all of us.
Exactly, and that's what companies need to do. I think consumers are more and more voting with their wallets when it comes to who they're going to use. Apple has a huge campaign around privacy now. So companies need to commit to their cybersecurity, commit to privacy, and give consumers more of a choice. And therefore, a consumer can say, wait a second, this app is saying they're going to take my picture in perpetuity to use it however they want.
Without being compensated?
Exactly.
Yeah.
A wise person once said, when the product is free, you're the product.
What about this app, Faceapp in general, because this has now been the focal point of all these reports? You said we should be worried even about Faceapp and downloading and uploading our photos to it?
Well, one should always be worried about where they're putting their personal information, especially if it's free, especially if the terms and conditions are not clear. But you can do certain things to protect yourself, like you should take any metadata off of your pictures. That means location, information, etc. Because if you take a picture of yourself at your home and you upload it, that information is embedded in the photo, and you probably don't want to give that out.
And you can do that through the settings component on the app itself?
Usually on
your iPhone, Android.
That's correct. iPhone, Android have location services on or off. So, I mean, unfortunately, there's an inverse curve between security and convenience. So most people want to keep that on so they can tag their pictures later, etc. But if you are concerned about your privacy, you definitely should turn that off. Oh,
that's great advice. And lastly, what about trusting Facebook and Instagram more than, let's say, Faceapp? Are those more trustworthy than Faceapp?
Well, past experience would say no. Unfortunately, Facebook has gotten into a lot of trouble. And again, Europe has much stronger privacy laws, and there's just been a huge fine levied against Facebook, both here in the FTC, our Federal Trade Commission, and also with Europe. So I would say no. You can't trust what the companies are doing. Consumers really have to hold them to task.
It's where we're at in this day and age.
That's right.
All for that good photo.
That's right.
I'm looking like I'm 80 years old. I don't know if it's worth it.
That's right.
All right, Rabon. Did I say your last name?
You said it correctly.
Okay, I've been practicing
Jasmine.
that with Lou. The CEO of the Cyber Defense Group. We hope you join us again soon.
Thanks so much for having me.